Hello everyone, welcome back. This is RandoGEEK. We do have an important update here for you Verizon customers. Some of you are not going to like this. I believe many of you are not going to like this because you shouldn't. So Verizon is increasing prices, but they're not doing it directly in a way that affects your wireless bill. So like say your plan, it's not directly going up this time around. Instead, they're taking the back entrance to blindly rob you, pretty much. So there's no other way to put it because we can pretty much see what they're doing here. They're just following the trend. They're following what T-Mobile is doing. They're following what at&t is doing. And like I said in my recent video regarding T-Mobile, this is what they're all doing. They're following each other and they're trying to see what each company is doing, and they're trying to mimic that, and they're basically trying to see who can get the best deal. So who's going to the extreme now at this point is pretty much how we're comparing the companies. And honestly, it kind of makes you wonder like what their end game here is. What's the end goal here? Like what are they really trying to accomplish by hitting customers with price hikes and fees, etc.? Other than the fact that maybe they actually want you to go to the competitors, their MVNOs. Maybe there's some kind of purpose behind it. Maybe they get you off of the older plans. You know, maybe they figure you'll go to those MVNOs and then you'll come back to them. Maybe that's their way of thinking. I mean, certainly I think T-Mobile feels that way, but I guess Verizon and at&t do as well. So anyway, let's take a little closer look here as to what's going on. So according to the article, there is a user on Reddit that posted basically, which I guess is now confirmed. So it was originally posted on Reddit. So if you don't believe Reddit, it's now, I guess, been officially confirmed that Verizon was preparing to increase device activation fees. They went forward with that increase last night. Starting today, the device upgrade fee is now $40, up from $35. So the update here is that Verizon has done it. They are also ripping away loyalty discounts, according to, I guess, the Reddit user as well. They're saying that Verizon has been planning to increase several other fees as well as tablet plan prices. Looks like they haven't done that yet, but these changes are rumored for September 1st launches. So September 1st, keep that in mind. Verizon is expected to launch tablet plan prices. They're saying that they may also start removing some of the $10 loyalty discounts that everyone has been enjoying as well over the last couple of years. And according to a report, Verizon will increase their tablet plans by $5 per month. So that's a lot. Other fees, as well as the admin and telco recovery charge, which we know about the lawsuit here. They were blindly robbing customers for years, apparently. And there was a massive lawsuit. I've done a couple of videos about refunds regarding that. And it looks like it'll be going from $3.50 to $3.78. So that's for the telco and recovery charge, admin and telco recovery charge. And then the regulatory charge will jump from 19 cents to 21 cents. So these are baby charges, right? That we're not concerned with the 20 cents or 28 cents on the admin and telco recovery charge or the 2 cents on the regulatory charge. Not that you should be paying any penny additional. So, you know, take that with a grain of salt, what I said. But what I'm saying is the 28 cents is not as bad as the $5 that you'll be paying more for your monthly tablet fee, as well as you having your $10 loyalty discount taken away or paying $5 more for a device upgrade. Now, these are heavy fees. These can add up, especially if you have multiple lines that need to be upgraded. If you have a large family plan and there's multiple lines, $5 per line, they're getting in your back. You're getting in your pocket. You know what I mean? And then you add that, you know, with them taking away the loyalty discounts, etc. So, you know, the whole thing is Verizon says, we got you covered, right? We got a price lock guarantee for you. So we're not going to raise your prices on plans, which we know that they're going to go and do that at some point anyway, right? They all do, right? So you're not safe with any of these companies. I don't care if it's Verizon, T-Mobile, or at&t. The trend has started where They started a few years ago. Was it 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, when they started going behind our backs and increasing prices and lying to us when they weren't supposed to on legacy plans. And once they've opened that door, it's just continued. And now it's normal for them to just go ahead and do it. There's not much that we can do about it other than go somewhere else. So rather than give up some of the loyalty plans that many of you find valuable, you're paying the additional, and it's not so bad, right? $3 for a really good plan may be worth it for you to stick around rather than go maybe upgrade to one of their newer plans, which you may not like, or go to a competitor. But now with prepaid or MVNOs, getting so much better, it makes you wonder, like, why would we deal with this? Why would anyone pay $90 a month for one of Verizon's high-end plans that aren't all that special if you don't consider, some of the additional perks like the streaming, etc., the things that maybe some people don't even care about, right? You can go to Visible. We know that their plans and their deals have been ridiculously good lately. There's Total, there's US Mobile. There's a lot of competition out there. And that's why I say it's real interesting. Like, what's their end game here? What's the goal? Are they trying to push customers away from postpaid now? Is that what they really want? Do they kind of want to get all the what they consider dead weight off of the plans and have new people come in? I'm not sure. It doesn't really make sense to me because they're making MVNOs or their prepaid better, should I say, right? That, in my opinion, when you compare apples to oranges, right? It's like the deals are better with their MVNOs, right? Their prepaid. It's definitely better. You're getting better pricing. And when you look at the pricing compared to what you're getting, it's more valuable. It's a better value. The service is better, in my opinion, or just as good. And you're getting more for your money. And that's what it's really all about when you shop for a carrier, right? You're looking for good, reliable service and the best deal value combo, right? What's affordable? What's giving me the most? This is where T-Mobile used to shine a decade ago, right? They were competitive. They were price competitive. They were offering great plans at a great price, loaded with perks and benefits. They were doing something that the other two were not doing. Now, they had the reliability issue, right? They weren't as reliable as the other two. But when you have an MVNO that's offering the same services for less money and great perks and benefits, why wouldn't you take advantage of that? So that's what I'm really getting at here. So this is an update for you guys. Please be mindful of this. And as the title says, you're going to pay, period. They're going to get you one way or the other, right? They're not going to jump. This is the thing now. If they can't frequently raise prices on plans because they're quote unquote price lock policies, which they're going to go against anyway, then they're going to hit you a different way. They're going to raise fees on phones. They're going to raise fees on regulatory charges. They're going to raise fees on different types of plans, like tablet plans or whatever. They're gonna find a way to pretty much put the burden of the tariffs on us, to just put general cost of living, etc., cost of doing business onto the customer. They're always going to push it on the customer. That's just how it is. So as always, thank you for stopping by. Feel free to drop a comment down below if you have any questions for me. As always, thank you so much for stopping by and watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.